what?
Just to know how you came into Sahaj
Okay. Yeah.
and your Paul.
Yeah. So how I came into Sahaj, I was living on the north coast of New South Wales, near Coffs Harbour, and I was studying at Kempsey TAFE, and I was searching before this, you know. What happened was I was a seeker, and I wanted to learn social welfare because I wanted to make a difference in people's lives somehow. I felt there was a big division between poor and rich, and how can I, you know, somehow cross this bridge and help people, you know. And anyway, I was doing this social welfare course, and I met one of my fellow students was a yogi. He was from up north, and you know, we were doing this course, and I was really stressed out. And I noticed this guy was always chilled out. You know, he's a very chilled sort of guy. I was like, how do you stay like that, mate, with all these assignments, and you know, it's very stressful, and 5 different subjects, you have to be blah 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 to try and keep up. And he said, he goes, I meditate. And
Which year was this?
this was in 2003, and I was interested in meditation because I'd been interested in spirituality for a long time. I had experience. I was very connected to the land and fishing, all that sort of stuff, surfing, and you know, meditation rang a bell for me. You know, I was like, wow. And then he talked about the chakras, and funny enough, to be honest, I was reading a surfing magazine, and there was one surfer in this magazine who I really admired, and he was also talking about chakras. So when my friend spoke about this, I had this connection. Oh yeah, wow, these guys are into that. That's cool. I want to learn about that. And so yeah, that's how I got the message. And he suggested that I come to a program with him, you know. And we went to a local program. He didn't give me realization himself, which was good, because it was better that it came from another person, because we were very close, you know. And we went to this lady's place in Nambucca Heads, and we went through the process. And as soon as I put my hand on my heart, I felt like just bursting joy inside my body. And it was very simple for me. Like, that's how I felt. I just felt wow. And she was talking and saying stuff, and she was saying, you might feel cool on your hands, you know. And my hands were blasting cool. I could feel it. And even talking about it now, I feel my kundalini. And you know, she said, oh, and also it comes out of at the top of your head, this, you know, kundalini energy. And I was feeling on top of my head, but I couldn't feel it on top of my head. But my hands were really blasting. And then we went to a program after that. This was just at a lady's house, and we drove to the program, and somehow my perception had just changed a little, you know. Like the trees looked more alive, the sunlight was beautiful. It was just a magical afternoon, and we went to a program in Coffs Harbour, and you know, we went through the program, and another amazing experience, you know. I was feeling lots of joy, and wow, all these spiritual people, it was just amazing. And then on the drive home, it was night time, and I was looking at the front of the car, and that perception change had got stronger, and I could see the stars, and I could just feel the whole, you know, of the universe. It felt like, you know, like that I was connected to it all, and it was like, wow, I like got into another, it felt like another, you know, state of awareness. And so we went home, and that profound experience stayed with me for about 2 weeks, like, and it was so strong that when I went to TAFE on the Monday, the kids that were in my class, because there was a lot of young guys in my class too, and they said, wow, Paul, what happened to you on the weekend? You look completely different. And so something had shifted, you know, like, and these kids noticed it, and oh, it was amazing. And I was just talking to my friend who took me to the program. We had this great connection, and